Hello everyone. So today's topic is the dental formula of chapter the digestive system of class 9th. So dental formula basically represents the number of teeth present in the upper jaw and the lower jaw, or basically the arrangement of teeth inside our mouth. So starting with the milk teeth that present in the children's or in the humans, basically in the format 2120 by 2120. Here this both formats represent the upper jaw, that means the first one, this represent the upper jaw numbers of teeth, and the down number represent the lower jaw. So here the two are the incisor, one is the canine, and then two is the premolars, and later on the zero is the molars. It means that for the milk teeth there are two incisors, one canine in both upper and lower jaw, and two premolars in both upper and lower jaws, and zero molars. That means molars are not present or absent in the milk teeth. So if you count the numbers of both the both the teeth present in the upper jaw and the lower jaw is basically the 20. So the milk teeth set is completely, there are 20 teeth in the milk teeth. Now talking about the second, that is for the permanent teeth. So there are 2123 format, that means 2 incisor, 1 canine, 2 premolars, and then 3 molars. In milk teeth the molars were absent, but in the permanent teeth that grows after the milk teeth get fall off, so there are 3 molars in each jaw, that means 3 molars in upper jaw and 3 molars in lower jaw. So in all these cases the numbers of teeth that is present in the permanent teeth is basically 28, but after the age of 18 or max to max 20, two molars are also added or also grow, that is named as third molars. Now the third one, that is the dental formula for the dogs. Talking about about some animals like dogs or the rabbits. So dog has the dental formula 3142. Here the 3 represent the incisor, 1 represent the canine, 4 represent the premolars, and 2 represent the molars. So this was about the upper jaw. And now talking about the lower jaw, 3 incisors, 1 canine, 4 premolars, and 3 molars. This is lower jaw. So here you will see the difference that the dogs have the upper jaw and numbers of molars is 2, but in the lower jaw the numbers of molars the dogs have 3. So this is basically the difference, but in the humans there is no difference between any human according to their teeth sets. Now the fourth one, that is for the rabbits. So the arrangement of the dental formula is 2033. It means that 2 incisors, 0 canine, 3 premolars, and 3 molars. In the lower jaw, 1 incisor, 0 canines, 2 premolars, and 3 molars. So this represents the teeth set of the rabbits, and this formula represents the teeth set or the dental formula for the dogs. Now moving to our next topic, that is the structure of the tooth. Starting with the structure of the tooth, we need to understand about the diagram, or the diagram represent itself. The first diagram shows that the upper layer or the upper part is known as the crown, and the center region that connects the crown and the neck is the crown and the roots is the neck, and at the end there is a root that connects with the gum. This is the vertical, or we can say the vertical section of the tooth. Here the first layer is the enamel layer, second layer that is inside the enamel is dentine, and inside the dentine there is pulp, or also known as the pulp cavity, that connects with the several types of blood capillaries. So we will look at each and every part of the tooth. So starting with the crown. So the crown are basically the part lying above the gums. This layer is basically present above the gums. Second one, that is the neck. Necks are basically the connects the crown with the roots. They basically connects the crown with the root. This reason. This is basically the neck. Third one, that is the root. It's basically lies buried inside the gums, and sometimes it helps or support the tooth also. Now moving to our the layers of the tooth, starting with the first one, that is the enamel. Here the enamel is basically the white part of the tooth that contains or that consists of the calcium salts. Moving to our next layer, that is the enamel. Sorry, that is the dentine. So this is basically inner to the enamel is the dentine, and which is solid tissue and contains some microscopic tubules or tubes. Third one, that is the pulp. Here in this diagram, this is the pulp. So the pulp is basically the dentines enclose a cavity known as the pulp cavity, and this cavity sometimes supplies the tooth with the nerves and the blood capillaries. Now at last, there is the supportive part, that is the cement, which holds the whole structure of the tooth, and at the root of the tooth is a bone like material, and this bone like material is known by the term cement, and which holds the tooth firmly to the sockets. So the function of this cement is basically to hold the whole structure of the tooth. Moving to our next topic, that is, we all know that we all love to eat sweets, and however you have also might heard people saying that the sweet damage the teeth. So is it true or is it false? So we will understand in the topic tooth decay. So the tooth decay, basically a number of bacteria that are present in our mouth, we all know that, and though not all of them are harmful, some are also useful. So we can say that the irregular and the improper cleaning of the teeth can lead to the growth of the several harmful bacteria in our mouth, and these bacteria form a yellow colored film on the tooth surface that is known by the term plague. You will see that some people who doesn't brush twice a day, their teeth get yellow in color. So the yellowish part or the yellowish layer is basically the surface of the plague. Here the plague is basically the bacteria which convert the sugar particle into the, we can say, the cavities. Now how the plug or the plague also affect the tooth cavity. So they break down the sugar present in our leftover food particle, and they release the acid in the mouth, and which damage the teeth and forms the cavity, also known by the term caries. And these bacteria can enter the tooth pulp also through this caries and cause infections. So this is just the example or the definition of the tooth decay. So the condition can lead to the several toothache, and it can also result in the ultimately loss of the teeth. Now the prevention, or we can say what types of food we consume that may occurs the tooth decay in ourselves. So the food consuming such as the chocolates, sometimes sweets, cold drinks and other sugar products, they may be harmful for our teeth, and this can cause several damage to the tooth. Now how they can be prevented? So tooth decay can be prevented by maintaining the oral hygiene, and which include the proper cleaning of the teeth, and teeth must be brushed twice a day after the meal by using the brush or the datun or the dental floss. So this way we can also prevent the plague bacteria to cause on the upper layer of our tooth, and to prevent the damage of the pulp cavity from this type of bacteria. So this was about the structure of the tooth and the dental formula. Now in the next part of the video we will understand about the structure or the organ, that is the tongue. So till then, thanks for watching this video.